Good morning. Get out your Chapter 5 notes. Turn to Lesson 5.2, Solving Two-Step Inequalities. So remember, same rules apply for solving equations as inequalities. The only difference or extra rule to remember is that when you multiply or divide by a negative number, to switch your sign. Otherwise, everything else is the same. So, for the first one, we will subtract 3 from both sides. Leaves us with 8y is greater than negative 8. And then divide both sides by negative 8. So I divided by a negative number, my sign will switch. Divide, you get 1. Y is less than 1. For B, you want to leave the one with the variable to the end, so get rid of the 13 first. It's positive, so you're going to subtract negative, breaking my pencil, negative 11D is greater than or equal to 66. Now, divide both sides by negative 11. Look at it again. Dividing by negative, so switch your sign to less than or equal to, divide, get negative 6. And you see we're not graphing any of these, but if you were to graph them, the first one would be an open circle over 1, and you'd shade to the left. This one would be a closed circle over negative 6, and you'd also shade to the left. For C, we want to get rid of the 1 first, so subtract it. X over 7 is less than or equal to 4. And this is division, so we're going to multiply both sides by 7. Now, I multiplied by a positive, so my sign does not change, and you get 28. Okay, D, we want to get rid of the 4 first, so I'm going to add 4 to both sides. So 3x is less than 6. Divide both sides by 3 now. And again, I'm dividing by a positive, so my sign does not switch, and you get 2. For E, you want to get rid of the 7, so I'm going to add 7 to both sides. 1/2 x is greater than negative 8 plus 7 is negative 1. This is 1/2 times x, so you have two choices. You can either divide by 1/2, or if you remember the rule that says when you're multiplying by a fraction, the way to get rid of it would be to multiply by the reciprocal, which to me would be quicker. I can just multiply by 2, and that gets that to cancel. But dividing by 2 is also the same thing. Okay, or dividing by 1/2, excuse me. So I get x is greater than negative 2. So let me say that again. I feel like I was confusing there. You could also divide by 1/2. It's the same thing. If you plug them both in your calculator, you get the same answer. And the last problem. Again, leave the one with the x, get rid of the other number. It's a positive 8, so I want to subtract 8 from both sides. I'm left with negative 3x is less than or equal to 9. Divide by negative 3. And divided by negative, so switch your sign, and you get a negative 3. That's it. Check Google Classroom for your assignments.